Hello and welcome back. Long time no see. I hope you made it safely into the new year. I hope it started well for you. And I'm happy to be back. I'm probably gonna notice that my channel name changed. It's because I got sick and tired of my friends calling me avocados. It was Advocatus Diaboli or Advocatus. I don't know how to pronounce it myself, probably. So I choose to take Filet Mister, which is the name of my OC, which I had since 2013. She's also the basically mascot and face of this channel, and I thought it would also be kinda nice to have a name attached to this channel and not just Devil's Advocate in Latin. So today we're gonna talk about Louis Mclung, who made a video on Dankyjabo, who also called Jesse. And I saw Dankyjabo's response to it, but I kind of wanted to watch it for myself, comment on my own, to see what I think about the uncut version. Louis since then made an apology. It wasn't pretty okay for apology standards, it wasn't bad, but now we have to see if he's actually managing to get better, to actually improve, if he actually learned from this mistake. Like, he's back into drama content immediately, so let's see if he's gonna slip up or not. And well, let's get into the video, I would say. Okay, this kinda is a huge case of Fremdschämen for me. It's basically like secondhand embarrassment in German. And yeah, I don't know what he was thinking when he thought it's funny. It's like his LOL random humor, look at the memes.
Welcome back, members of the audience, to just a delightful show. One of my favorites, you reap what you sow. And today, there's a case that needs to be cracked by yours truly, Detective Mclung, on the case. There are 3 types of people who have clicked on this video today. 1, the hell's going on? I either kind of don't or do know who this guy is, and I'm wondering what's going on. 2, those who are in defense of the man we are talking about. And 3, the man himself, because I know he clicked on this video. I know he did. And to all
And for people who want to see how shit this video exactly is.
of you, I have something very clear to say to you. This is a situation in the dark, a feud between multiple people that Jesse, aka Dankyjabo or Dankyjabo, has gotten dragged into because of his own idiotic decisions. I have spoken with Jesse, that is his first name, and through our brief interactions, being 2 people in the commentary YouTube sphere, he was actually quite sweet. But put yourself in my shoes for a second. Let's say you have a brief interaction with another creator, and they're nice to you. And
Okay, I can barely add anything, I'll be honest. I think I will probably cut out his intro section because holy shit, it's boring.
the accusations against Dankyjabo, aka Jesse, go as follows. Lying to your audience, using hateful, derogatory speech towards women, silencing those who are against you.
Okay, the moment he's with hateful, derogatory speech against women, my alarm bells start ringing because way too many times it seems just he said something negative about a woman, and that's not really a point of sexism if you are negative to a woman.
And lying to and manipulating your audience, those who hold you as sanctity. Honestly, your
Fun fact, this video here is also guilty of a lot of this stuff.
audience is literally all you have as a YouTuber. That's it. That's all you have. And to lie to them, to manipulate them, to avoid the truth, maybe not so much lie, but to silence the truth, it might as well be lying. Let's get something straight. Being wrong is no crime. There is nothing you can ever do to somebody who is just wrong. If they mess up, if they were lied to, you don't know. Okay? You cannot cancel somebody, and frankly, I'm not here to cancel somebody. I'm here to get the truth. This video is a rock.
This, I wish people would stop with this fucking, it's not about canceling, it's not about canceling. Then why did you make this video? Why did you have to put sexism and this stuff into it and manipulating your audience? Of course it's a fucking cancel attempt. Like, don't pretend you don't want him to suffer consequences. Yeah, maybe it's this case of, yeah, I don't want him to completely use his platform, but I sure want him to face some consequences. And bro, in your fucking community, you know exactly that canceling is the only language this audience is speaking. Because it's fucking breadtube. Or tea. One of those, because for me it's actually the same. Difference is this breadtube is a bit more politically charged, while tea channels know a bit about makeup.
Thrown into a lake that will send ripples out so that maybe we can actually find the truth. Because man, Jesse is running from it with everything he's got. I think it's good we start with the man named.
Okay, I just wanna point it out because it bothers me a lot. Why does he have this stupid fan who made wind blow through his hair? Like, you are not Fabio. Don't even try to be Fabio, for fuck's sake.
ImAlex. I released a video about it about 6 months ago, and that's a good time frame to think about. In the past 6 months.
Okay, I'm just gonna probably skip through the introduction of who ImAlex is if there's gonna be too long one. Just summing it up, he basically very, very disgusting text memos came out of him threatening his girlfriend to smash her head with a brick and whatnot. This dude is a complete psycho, and I'm glad he's gone.
Dankyjabo just so happened to be an editor for ImAlex, or at least one of his editors at some point in time. You can even tell the blatant mentoring through the exact same thumbnail design. They use the exact same thumbnail design.
Okay, this is a very stupid argument because first, he's his editor. Because of course, some stuff will look similar. Second, if he was his editor, they worked together. They might have exchanged ideas. Doesn't mean that he still is friends with him after he was exposed. And third, this is something that apparently seems to do well with the algorithm, so of course he's gonna copy the style, and it's not something that is uniquely something an ImAlex trademark. It's not something he owns. Everyone can use this fucking thing. It doesn't mean that they support Alex. For fuck's sake, man. I don't know what to say because this is just stupid.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just more proof that he mentored him or taught him his ways. This apparently made him feel as though he owed Alex some gratitude. If you ask me, that sounds like you're willingly let somebody manipulate you, but that might just be me. Oh, you gave me my career, but you're going to exploit me for something because of it? Yes, because you owe me.
Or maybe they just exchanged ideas when he worked for him back then. This sounds like a kinda rational idea. Like, not every time someone is helping another person, they kinda have this weird motive in mind that one day you're gonna defend me or some shit. Like, we are all not that calculating. Not everyone is like you, sorry.
Woman in Hollywood ever. But apparently, and still now, Jesse followed and still follows ImAlex on Instagram. This is important because one of Alice's—
Oh my god. I'm a small content creator. Even one time someone was in my DMs asking why I was following someone who left the internet. It was a minor drama or something, don't worry, nothing, it wasn't a groomer or some shit. And I simply forgot to unfollow this person. I forgot that I followed them. Like, sometimes you think, okay, maybe I just forgot to unfollow. Maybe he still follows him to be update, to get a notification when he responds. Like, only because he still follows him doesn't mean he's okay with the actions or defends him. He didn't publicly defend him, so what is there as a hint that he still defends him except that he still follows him?
His friends decided to reach out to him and ask why, if it was an accident, if he meant to unfollow him, or if he—
So it wasn't even the victim herself, it was one of her friends who for some reason decided to get into someone's DMs and get hostile. God.
He just didn't know what was going on, which was unlikely and is still unlikely and is very impossible now. Instead of—
Never say impossible. Never.
Many options, handling this in stride, ignoring it, confirming that it was just a mistake. No, he responded Like so. Is there any reason you still follow and work for an abusive piece of shit? They're talking about Alex, and there's nobody else they could be talking about. I'm so sorry.
So she comes into his DMs immediately acting hostile, basically like she's scolding him. Can you explain to me why you are still following him? Like, girl, don't act so entitled. Of course he's not gonna give you the response she wants. Like, what is, like, she probably hopes that he's either bowing down or saying, oh my god, I'm so sorry, immediately gonna unfollow him and whatnot. And a person who has dignity won't take this shit and just let other people push them around into unfollowing someone or giving them a response to when they speak to you in such a tone. So, of course, he antworted with a joke. It's a unfunny joke, but he replied with a joke. She can be glad that he replied with a joke, cause if someone would do this in my DMs, I would fucking screenshot this and post it to have a laugh for my followers.
Sorry, mate. I'm not doing an accent. I'm not, you can't, no. I'm sorry, mate. I'll
Don't worry, it's okay. It's okay to make fun of the British. Everyone here does it.
follow the annoying orange right now. So you defend abusers. I'm Alex, and work for them. And that means they said it there. That means you can't ignore it. That means, yeah, maybe they could have meant something else. Maybe they could have meant the annoying orange. I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe the annoying orange was an abusive prick. I wasn't part of the show.
The the abusive orange? The annoying orange is a fucking war criminal. I can't believe he doesn't know this.
I don't know, but the response will baffle you. I would never defend or support the annoying orange. He gaslights all the fruit in the kitchen. How dare you accuse me of such a thing? Let's just, in good faith, which there is none here needed to show you what's going on, but let's just say in good faith he was, instead of saying the annoying orange, saying I'm Alex. Then this wouldn't be so bad. But he didn't do that. What he did is he made a joke out of a woman's abuse and also the person who he knew and worked.
He didn't joke about her abuse. He joked at someone who first wasn't even the victim, and I don't even know if he knows that this is a friend of this person from he knew. It could have been some random stranger popping into his DMs and demanding him to give them a statement on why he's following a person. Like, what do you expect? Like, don't expect people to act polite to hospitality. Or hostility. God, my English is fucked up, sorry. Sorry, it's 1 a.m. over here. I work late shifts, so I'm a bit messed up today.
With, and he ignored that and instead made a joke out of this. This pissed off a lot of people. I was literally live streaming the other day when people started talking about this. Check out my Twitch. Go check. Out of the small amount of people who watch my stream on average, talked about this. And that means that this is starting to spread. And Jesse is just ignoring it harder. So that's why I'm making the video.
You can't ignore something harder. You either ignore or acknowledge it.
Because I'm done with allowing him to ignore something that he probably did. And that he's probably still doing. This isn't a problem on the surface, okay? He's being a dickhead,
Well, you got the response you wanted, I hope. He responded to you, he didn't ignore you. Oh, if only you didn't make this video, am I right?
doofus, even kind of a, intolerable cringe bastard, but that's fine, that's your right. The problem is that he makes almost only content, almost entirely, almost exclusively on content about either women being abused or abusive women. Like that's, if you scroll down, in the past 6 months, that's it. And the problem isn't that he's making this content. The problem is he's making this content, and then this is how he actually treats a case that he is involved with, involving the abuse of a woman. Do you not?
First, saying that he's involved in the abuse of a woman is insane, considering he was just working for the dude. Next thing is, he wasn't even defending the abuse or something. He simply started poking jokes at someone who completely showed up with an entitled tone in his DMs. Like, maybe she asked him politely. Maybe he would have even given a different response.
See the problem there? I mean, I'm sure you see the problem. That's why you're ignoring it and suppressing anybody who talks about it. Like other YouTubers who are in that sphere and who are hearing about
Okay, I can't wait to see how he's suppressing people.
it through people like Cataclysm, who is the only person who I've seen make a video about this.
Oh my god, she has a septum piercing. Of fucking course she has a septum piercing. And yes, Dankyjabo also responded to her as well, and I am not sure. I think she's even more, or probably even worse than Lewis over here, but I haven't watched her video yet. And I just know that she threw Lewis under the bus, apparently.
Okay? Or a stream, which was actually kind of smart. But in this stream, Cataclysm talks, and I don't know if that's how you pronounce it correctly. But Cataclysm was approached by Jessie not too long ago. I think it was also about 5 to 6 months ago when she was approached by Jessie, and Jessie wanted to talk with her. Okay, they made similar content, they had similar subcounts, this is her words, and so he asked to call her, which, if you ask me, calling people has a stigma around it for a reason. You can just text people, man. If there's no
Oh god, like, yeah, I know some people are like, yeah, you can screenshot text whenever you want. If you record a call, you can record the call only in real time. What if you change your mind? You can't go back and whatnot. And there's also that in some states and countries there's this 1 and 2 party consent thing. Like, for example, Dankyjabo, if he's British, he has a 2-party consent rule, so he can secretly record people. But the difference is also why I prefer calls personally, is that it's hard to tell a person's tone through text. It's way better to kind of talk things out, because you can hear the person's tone. And it's way easier to elaborate, because, like, I love to yap. I'm yapping all the time. And it's kind of better for me to get my point across this way than try to type it out in a way that doesn't make it into an essay or fucking 14 pages type of crap.
reason to call, like if it's not urgent or anything, there shouldn't be any reason. But according to Cataclysm, there was some kind of air of superiority complex while they were talking. For lack of a better term, he mansplained how to be a better YouTuber to Cataclysm for like 2.5 hours.
Are we gonna see any evidence for it? Because if it's just he made her feel that way, that's how she told me, then you can fuck the right off. The door's over there. I don't know actually where the door is.
And then,
At least not in his room.
at the end of those 2 hours, apparently Cataclysm jumped on the opportunity to ask him why he said the annoying orange bullshit. Into which he hung up, ran away, and unfollowed her. And later, from a couple weeks to a couple months
There's running away, and then there's getting annoyed by being pinned on something stupid and not wanting to entertain Matt. Especially, maybe he was even smart and could tell that she's trying to fish or something. Like, not fish, how do I say it? That she's trying to trap him. Like, maybe he could tell that she's trying to trap him.
after that, they had a text conversation that I would just love to, I'd love to talk about. Bro, I'm trying to be fair here. Do I have to do the act? Guys, really?
Every time I hear someone saying, bro, I'm trying to be fair here, or something like that, in this tone, like, hey, I try to be nice, or something, then, well, at least she's saying she's trying to be fair, not that she is fair. At least she admits to it. Because every time I hear people talking in this tone, it's something like I have this little switch in my head that immediately flips off.
I don't wanna. Can we call real quick? I know why you wanna call. You don't want it to be in text message so that she can't screenshot it, so that she can't prove to the world that you might not do as you preach. You sly bastard. You thought
Also, I just realized calls are also harder to edit than screenshots.
you could just hide around being kind of a quirky, weird dude. Somebody you might just call because they don't like the text. No. You don't want the chance of there being receipts out there. That's even more weird. That's even worse. Oh my god. That's even worse, dude. You can't just... I'm glad I pieced that together because I don't think anybody's made
Bro's reaching so hard that it's making Mr. Fantastic blush.
that point yet. Yeah, Detective Louis Mclung, baby. Right now I can't.
Nobody made that point yet. Yes. Good to know, because sometimes people don't do things because they know it's stupid. Like, I so far also didn't try to accuse you of bullshit, which isn't true. Yes, I would be the first person to do it, but it would be stupid.
But I'll text you. Okay, oh good. Yeah, my bad for not responding. I just genuinely got...
He immediately backpedals and says, yeah, sorry. Oh god, that's stupid. He immediately gives her a response and says, okay, you don't want to call, I respect that. Where is the issue? This is such a non-issue over here.
caught up. But to be honest, recently I found it kind of just want to do YouTube for myself and stay away from a lot of the drama side of things. You're a drama YouTuber. What the fuck are you talking about? To be honest,
There's a difference between talking about drama and being the point of drama. Like, for example, I have no issue talking about this, but I don't like personally starting drama with someone or talking about drama I have with other people on my channel. Like, that's a difference between talking about drama and being the drama.
I only unfollowed because I noticed you unfollowed me. I thought that was fair enough from you. According to Cataclysm, she hadn't unfollowed him. I don't know if she has now, but apparently
According to her, so it's a he said, she said. Okay, good to know.
back then she hadn't. Hold on. If you're a drama YouTuber, or a commentary YouTuber, which is basically just a better drama YouTuber, no shade, but a better drama YouTuber, that means that you want to not be part of the drama, you just want to talk about it and make money. Got it. Yeah, my issue
Good, he realized it. Amazing.
is I don't really see it as drama because my initial problem with you wasn't drama based. It was about defending my friend who was abused by your friend. So he's basically a middleman in this situation and could have easily avoided all this by not saying anything. Honestly.
Yeah, and if he ignored her, you also would have twisted it somehow, be honest. If he didn't respond to her, ignored her, she would also probably bitch and moan online or whatnot. Okay, sorry, that was kinda mean. Anyways, I don't care.
I don't think that would have been a good thing because we now know the kind of person he kind of might be. Again, I'm not trying to cancel this guy. I'm not trying to expose him as the worst guy ever. Obviously, ImAlex is worse. I'm just saying that you could have easily
I don't want to call him the worst guy ever because there's someone worse, so like, you still want to frame him as a very terrible person? Nice. As people say, the devil is in the detail.
avoided all this just by not doing that annoying orange bullshit, not having this stance or opinion because it's so easy to denounce an abuser. That's fair.
What stands in opinion? He just didn't wanted to unfollow someone when a stranger popped up in his DMs and he basically demanded it.
I did something that annoyed you, and I thought it was weird someone who I don't know was trying to almost police what I do with my social media. So we both did something that rubbed the other the wrong way. I don't think she was policing. When I hear police,
It is policing. If you go onto someone's page, go through their follower list to see who they follow and to maybe confront them once you find something that is a no-no in your opinion. This is policing.
what I think about it, get on the ground! Put your hands up! I don't think she was doing, sorry, she wasn't doing that. What she was doing was asking you questions. She literally hadn't told you to do anything. She just wanted to know.
Bruh, if you want to put it in police equivalent, you can say that she was knocking on his door and demanding answers for why this piece of evidence was found in his possession, basically.
Know why you were being the kind of person you were. And for you to be so defensive means you know you did something wrong. Police, bro, is
There's being defensive and then there's being fucking annoyed and not wanting to basically bow down to people like her.
trying to tell you that the screenshot of the annoying orange stuff, is you blatantly mocking abuse. And
He isn't mocking abuse, he's mocking your entitlement.
you came to me out of all people who, if you, which you clearly had, been on my channel, you'd realize I've been abused too. I'm sorry you've been through that, Katie. I'm not.
You came to me, you were the one who DM'd him first asking why he's following someone. You came to him. God, of fucking course she has a septum piercing. It's always the woman with the fucking septum piercings. I don't know why. Like, just recently an example would be Jake Weddle's fucking crazy ex-girlfriend, and I know so many cases IRL where women with septum piercings turned out to be complete weirdos who take what you say the completely wrong way or twist it or use it against you because they love being the victim. I don't know why. Is there something that gets into your brain when you get this piercing or something? Also, sorry to the people in my audience who have maybe septum piercings. Like, no offense, but there are a bunch of crazy people.
I'm not going to talk about it anymore. It's not my place, okay? As somebody who hasn't been abused in a relationship, I will not comment on that. But what I will comment on is that, yeah, that's a little
weird because you constantly seem to kind of use this fact that, yeah, he mocked abuse. Like, he seemed to kind of be on this point. So why is this suddenly something you don't want to get into,
little stupid of you. You know, to come to somebody and be like, I know how to YouTube better than you. You should ask me questions and we should like.
Can you please show me examples of this happening? because you said that he's basically mansplaining the algorithm and whatnot, but we haven't seen anything of this so far.
Call and stuff. Honestly, it sounds like he was trying to like flirt. I don't know. I don't want to assume or presume or
Dankyjabo already said in his response that he indeed has a girlfriend, and sorry, a dude being nice isn't flirting. Like, being nice and helpful doesn't mean he's into you. You are not that cute.
assume or presume. He might have been But again, how can you be a commentary YouTuber who talks about abuse, like solely, almost entirely about abusive situations, and then mock abuse? I just don't. Just make different content. Honestly, that might
Mock abuse. Okay, I think at this time I should stop. I just repeating myself when it comes to this point, but like, why do you have to hammer it in constantly if it is not the case?
be what my main point is. Just make different content, dude. I know they might not get as much attention, okay? But if you can't handle the conversation of abuse with some class and decency and some kind of nuance, then you shouldn't be allowed to do it. The reason that these topics do well
Bro, you shouldn't also be allowed to talk on this topic if you get so stupid once you start talking about it.
is because they are interesting and intricate and require nuance. They require an ability to understand it and put yourself in the shoes of the people who suffer and the people who do it. And if you can't do that, you know, when somebody approaches you, you can't even just ignore them. You just make stupid.
Like, this has nothing to do with this case because it was clearly an abuser, but I wish people who watch YouTube and listen to these accusations also would be able to still have some skepticism. Because there were way too many situations where people didn't have enough skepticism and just blatantly believed it. Even after the person contradicted themselves, there were still people trying to defend her. No, it's not the ImAlex stuff. Currently going around again, but I'm not gonna get into it because I don't wanna get shat on by fucking Minecraft kitties.
Jokes mocking the gaslighting and abuse of a random woman who you might have known or might have not known. Either way, it's fucking weird. I think he did know her. That's the worst part, okay? That's the dumbest
You think he did know her, and then you say it's the worst part. Like, you don't know if he knew her, but for some reason it's the worst part.
part. Right, well, there's no hard feelings on my end. I'm just gonna put an end to this because it's making me uncomfy. Uncomfy? Really? How about you put yourself in the shoes of somebody who's been abused?
Cataclysm is not the person who has been abused. Stop dragging the abuse victim into the discussion between the abuser's editor and the victim's friend.
Pretty sure that'll be pretty uncomfy, actually. Ah, God, you couldn't have said uncomfortable? Sorry. That's petty of me. It is, really. Deleting all the messages, too. Oh, that's how you... Oh, you fucked up there, buddy. Oh, that...
And you deleted your video, so you are one to talk, and oh my god, this post screen looks awesome.
That was stupid. Saying that and doing that, we have images here of proof that he started deleting messages so that it was harder to read and whatever. Oh, that hurts my head. Okay, I don't understand how you can act this way and then literally type out, yeah, I'm gonna delete this now, mate.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna delete all these now.
I'm gonna stop doing that. I actually didn't want to do it, but now it's growing on me, okay? But you deleting the messages means you understand that people seeing this would ruin your reputation. People seeing this
Hey, I think he's currently giving us a statement why he took this video down. Good on him.
would understand that maybe you don't deserve to be talking about these situations. You have no right, some would say. But there are a bunch of clips from his actual literal videos, past or new, that he says just some fucking weird things in. Like this one from Madagascar 2, I think. Sorry, I never saw that one. I just watched 1 and 3 because those movies are infinitely better.
Speaking of whoring out, Gloria from Madagascar is an annoying whore, whose lines consist only of men and ogling men and having sex with men.
Oh my...
Hey, I want to know the context for this because it sounds like one of those satirical reviews, and what's the issue? It's a fucking cartoon hippo, not a real woman, you idiot.
God, you can't just suppress your hate for women for 1 second?
It's a fucking hippo. And what do you mean for 1 second? The video is old.
You can't do that. Hold on. So let me get this
Why can't you do that? You just did it, you moron.
straight. Being a woman and then thinking about only men, let's say there is somebody who does that, makes you a whore? Huh? Who made that decision? Hey, who made that rule? Hey, who made that rule? Who made that like a normal thing that we all agree with? Oh, that's right, nobody did. That's just a weird fucking thing to say. Or maybe this one about Lola Bunny. Just hold on. Just wait till the end of the clip. Just wait, just give it a second.
Her design is interesting to look at and is animated very impressively in the original Space Jam, especially for the time. And whilst her character at its core is a simple love interest, at least she had a character. In the god-awful sequel, she looks like shit. And I'm not talking about her tits being smaller. I mean, her design as a whole is horrendously ugly and boring to look at.
Her what?
Okay, I genuinely saw people saying this stuff on Twitter, but Twitter is also weird. And again, I kinda would like to see the context here. And even then, it's a fucking cartoon rabbit. It's not a real woman. Please show me where he hates women with examples of real-life women.
Ah! Oh, God! Sorry, I had to, get that out. You understand. Why must you feel as though you have to make these remarks, okay? I don't understand why you feel you need to say this, okay? And these are all, I think, pre him becoming a drama commentary YouTuber. And I think these videos have been deleted because, ooh, now 100,000 plus people are gonna see you say this stuff? Can't have that. That's not good. But more recently, do you know what he said?
Maybe he deleted it because he realized it was stupid. Have you maybe considered that? That he tried to make a bit more serious content and thought that stupid movie reviews with the stupid jokes would kinda not fly.
Mannerisms, he's so sassy. To all the girls watching this who like sassy men, if this doesn't get your beef curtains in a twist, then I don't know what will.
So I've been informed that that phrase is a derogatory one rooted in racism and misogyny. I don't know if he
Oh no, racism and misogyny, he used the phrase. Holy hell.
knows that, but the only way you would hear this phrase is apparently through pornography or adult media or anything sexualizing women. Because I, personally, haven't actually heard that terminology ever, okay?
Great, I didn't hear it either, and it's quite possible that he picked it up from friends or associates. Or memes, for fuck's sake. It doesn't mean that he watches porn, okay? He even said in his response that he's asexual. So, okay, but still doesn't mean that he wouldn't watch porn, but I think you know what I mean. Get the point?
I have never heard those words used to describe female genitalia, and apparently that was the point. What? Dude, you can't... You are indirectly and directly showing us the kind of person you are, okay? So now you know everything there really is to know about this situation. It is not so black and white, but there is so much censorship going on. There is an unbelievable amount of it going on. People like Cataclysm talked about it in their videos, specifically because she was somebody who was censored by him. But if you want to hear
Like, how was she censored? Please show it to me.
about that, definitely go watch the live stream that she still has posted to this day because, you know, she still very much stands by this information, as do I. But it's important to know that he also censors in different ways. Like, for instance, apparently at the start of one of his videos, he said to his audience to comment down below as if he had done something terrible because Cataclysm had just released in stories.
Okay, this would actually be a 9000 IQ move. If he's actually making people comment as if he did something terrible, so that if people actually call him out, it looks like a joke. But still, it's not censoring. Censoring is what if you would actively remove it.
On her Instagram about what he was saying and what he was doing. So to cover it up, he would censor those like Cataclysm who were actually talking about what he was actually doing, and then he would just ignore anything else that seemed like it would actually call him out because everybody else was just following what he asked them to do, which is borderline manipulative and honestly insane. To the point that that is my main issue. If you proudly wore this on your chest, okay? If you were like, yeah, I'm still friends with Alex, yeah, you know what? And that's my choice. You guys can hate me for that. If you did that, I would actually still have a little bit of respect for you. But the fact that you're running away from all of it,
Nah, he would probably use it even more against him.
acting like you get to do this stuff and hide from it, even though you did it. You made all these decisions. You don't have to be friends with an abuser, but you chose to do so, and you want to hide it from your fans so that
Like, have you maybe thought that he was friends with him before the abuse became public knowledge? Like, you're just saying, yeah, he is friends with an abuser, he's friends with this and that, and do you have actual proof, except him still following him, that he's still friends with Alex? Like, really? Are we really going there?
they don't know the kind of person you are? Dude, just be truthful. Like, for instance, he made it known
Like, it's easy to say be truthful in a video full of misrepresentation and lies.
On video, okay, that got taken down, flagged or whatever, and it basically almost took down his channel in his own words. Not to flex, but could never be me. Mine's still up. It's one of my biggest videos ever, you know? I don't mean to flex too hard, man. But in the wake of this, he, one, reposted the video, and two, to support him for working on reposting this video and whatnot, he made a Patreon, okay, so that people who wanted to support him in the wake of this minor devastation could. And this would also
It's not a minor devastation if you get a takedown, because it can really fuck up your channel.
grant you access to a members-only Discord channel where you could talk with him and all of his other fans and whatnot about him and nothing but him. Whatever, right? But then Cataclysm released her video, and people started talking, and a lot of them started asking him questions about the situation. And you know what he did? He fucking deleted it all. Dude, I gotta...
So he got tired of people asking him stupid questions and removed the tools people used to ask him stupid questions, okay? And, like, it sucks that people paid to be in his Discord and whatnot and that he deleted it. This would actually might be something worth calling out, but not the fact that he chose to delete it to hide from fucking people bothering him about nothing.
I gotta get out of... I gotta get the fuck out of here. Honestly, if I made a Patreon, I'd probably be like, what's the minimum you can do? Like a cent? Is that something you can do? When people start asking you questions and your first response is to be like, get rid of it all. I can't handle this. I can't handle this policing and drama. Dude, if your audience, the only thing that makes you who you are on the internet says, hey,
There's not policing and drama. You can also say, I'm sick and tired of handling with complete twitards. Even if I said the arsehole, I'm allowed to say it before you call me out.
man, I don't mean to be a jackass, but why are you being a jackass? And your first response is, shut up, you can't ask me questions, I'm deleting it all, you're gonna ruin my career.
No, it's rather leave me the fuck alone with your stupid questions.
You don't deserve to have that career if you can't handle the stuff you cover in real life with some amount of class and nuance. See, because what you lack is nuance. Being wrong is the quickest path to being right. Admitting your wrongs is the quickest path back to being a good person. Righting your wrongs, confessing your wrongs, being true to the people who support you and give you a job and a...
Well, at least what you call his wrongs, because most people would agree that there's nothing wrong.
Rent and a career, okay? That is what gives you anything, everything. And all you have to do is be truthful. Like, honestly, if you said this, nobody else would have to say it. But you're avoiding it. You're running away from it. So this is my proposition to you, you nuance-lacking goblin. Come on my show. Come on here.
Yeah, come on my show. Give me views. Or as the big Drachenlord said, I dare you, come to me.
I will interview you unbiasedly. I will
Bro, this entire video shows that you have a bias.
ask you questions. That is what I will do, okay? I'm offering you this proposition. I will interview you. If you feel as though you have no avenue for clearing your name, if there is really a
He has his own channel, he doesn't need your interview.
way to clear your name, because you really need to clear this up. Your audience, above all, deserves the truth from you.
Well, he gave this audience the truth, he spoke out on his own channel, and you got fucking destroyed, Lewis.
Until you clarify whether or not you support an abuser, while also covering almost entirely abusive content, I am sending you directly straight into the fiery, burning layers of loser hell. You will stay there until you confess to what you have done. Your audience deserves an apology, dear. Suffer. Okay, let me break the theatrics for a second. Let me be Lewis Mclung here for a second, okay?
Someone with a demon persona, I'm personally offended by those jokes.
Not Detective Lewis. Do you know what it feels like to see all of these commentary YouTubers dropping like flies? It worries me. Because, personally, I don't have any skeletons in my closet. I've had a very boring life.
Oh, this video kinda became... Okay, it's not in your closet, because this video was pretty out in the open, but this video still was a very huge hit to your credibility, and I hope it never recovers.
Okay? I've been a straight edge kid. I've been a, I was in one musical. I didn't have many friends. I kind of just watched shows, stayed inside, and didn't
Okay, him not having many friends, it's something that's not surprising me, to be fair.
shower enough as a child. I was a very cloistered individual. Like, I didn't do anything, okay? But that kind of makes me the perfect YouTuber in a way, even though my life kind of sucked and I suffered with a lot of depression because of it.
For the perfect YouTuber, you're pretty bad at YouTubing.
But somehow I still worry that I'm going to be involved with some person and they're going to turn out to be terrible. I only wish what he has brought on himself, okay, his own decisions. I don't want him to be canceled. I don't want him to lose a job. I don't want him to be thrown off the face of the earth or sent into a pit.
If you don't want him to be cancelled, then why do you keep accusing him of defending abusers?
Or whatever. What I want is for him to tell his audience the truth and stop lying to them. That's simply what I want. Audience member, my beautiful audience members, those who I cherish more than any earthly possession I have, because without you, I would have nothing. But I worry for you that you will become hateful, weary, because of all of these creators who are being terrible. Jesse, he's bad, but he's not the biggest villain, okay? He's kind of just a kid who's being really dumb and lying and knowingly lying and silencing people, and that's the biggest issue, okay? I worry for you because I want you to know that it's not your fault, okay? Even though that's a crazy thing to say. It's not your fault. It's not you who latches onto creators and then those creators turn into terrible people. It's not your fault. And I'm not saying you should see it happen and feel nothing, okay? It's only human to grow attached to the content you watch and then feeling terribly when you entrust it into somebody and then they fuck it. They fucked it. Oh yeah. Just know that it's not you, okay? It's all on them. It's all on them. But thank you so much for watching. Oh my god, I really appreciate your time and if you out there
Okay, I consider this then the end of the video, and I'm fucking glad about it, because this was a chore to sit through, quite repetitive, stupid points. I'm happy he got karma, and I hope that you enjoyed my video. So please, if you like it, leave a comment, subscribe, and ring the bell next to the subscribe button if you want to be informed about future uploads. Thanks, and have one hell of a day.